I'm Matias, I'm the founder of PRLab. Welcome to our YouTube channel where we discuss everything about doing PR in the digital era. PRLab is one of the leading tech PR firms helping companies grow from all over the world with the power of PR. Today, I'm going to share some media training tips with you to prepare you for your interview. Let's say that you landed in a really amazing interview with a cool outlet. What is that? A podcast, radio, TV, newspapers, magazines, whatever it is, and you don't know how to navigate it. Or you want to start doing PR for yourself and you want to prepare. You want to prepare for what's coming because you know interviews will come flocking your way. This video is for you. In this video, I'm going to share some tips and tricks with you to properly prepare you for your next upcoming media interview. Let's get started. What is the first thing that we need to do always? First, we always research the outlet and the journalist. You need to always look at past interviews that they have published to see how long or short they are. Also, if it's like a video interview format, then we need to look at how they ask questions. What type of questions do they ask? Is it more formal, informal, more trade-oriented, more personal? Let's say playful, laid back, or informative, educational. That will definitely determine the narrative that you should use and how you should come across in that interview. Another really important thing is to research the person that will be interviewing you. What is their communication style? How do they typically interact with people that they interview? Or if it's a print outlet, how do they typically publish the interviews? How do they write about them? Do they add personal insights into it, or are they more factual? All these things will help you prepare properly for your interview. Tip number 2, always come prepared with a list of at most 3 key messages. You can have 1 key message that you want to share, up to 3, it's okay. Make it easy for yourself. Don't try to have, 10 different key messages prepared because you would simply forget them. So 3 key messages that you have ready to share in the interview that will familiarize yourself with and that you can turn into soundbites. If you don't know what soundbites are, we made another video about this that you can find in our YouTube channel. Anticipate questions. Always think beforehand, what type of questions can they ask me about? It's also common practice in many countries to ask beforehand for a list of questions like, hey, if you already have some questions in mind, could you please share them with me beforehand so I can prepare for the interview? That's completely fine. Many journalists are completely okay with this. And then practice your delivery. It's really important to always practice beforehand so it comes across as a natural conversation, okay? Especially if it's a video interview or a podcast. So you can always just practice. How would you answer this question? How would you answer another question? Tip number 5, bridging. Another topic that we covered in that video that I just quoted. How can we keep control of the narrative throughout the whole interview? If they ask me a question that I don't feel comfortable answering, how do I transition back to my comfort zone? That's bridging. Tip number 6, flagging. Another topic that we covered in the other video. How can I make sure that the media quotes my key messages and soundbites in the published version of this interview? So flagging is a tactic that we use in PR to make sure that you are always quotable and that your key messages get published. The next tip is to control your appearance. Why is this important? If it's gonna be a video interview, it's really important that your colors are aligned with their visual style and that you don't clash the imagery of the video. So try not to use very bright colors, or white colors typically are not recommended with video interviews. Also keep your composure and be very aware of your non-verbal communications and your tics. A lot of people, for example, say, you know, all the time, or these type of things don't make you sound good in an interview. So try to get rid of those things. An easy tip for this is just to record yourself speaking and answering these questions and then rewatching it. Then you're gonna be very much aware of the tics that you have. But we all have our tics as well, and so cut yourself some slack. We're all human. I have my own as well. Maybe you have identified a few in this video, so chill. Take it easy. The most important thing is that you are yourself in this interview, okay? Why? Because that's how we make ourselves quotable. And that's how we build a rapport and a relationship with journalists. We should never try to sound robotic or impersonal or distant, because ultimately what we want to generate is engagement. That leads me to the next and last tip of the day, is to stay calm and collected. We're humans talking to other humans, okay? So the most important thing is that you can be yourself throughout the interview. You can for sure prepare, build your list of key messages, prepare your sound bites, look at how you come across, get rid of your non-verbal communication habits that might not help you do an excellent job in the interview. However, cut yourself some slack. Understand that you're human and that you are here to just share a piece of information with an outlet. That's all it is at the end of the day. I hope you enjoy this video as much as I enjoy making it for you. Follow us on YouTube. We share plenty of tips and tricks and free content with you to help you become a PR pro. And I'll see you in the headlines and in the next video. Bye.